Community. Stockton, how we doing? I am your libation ceremoniist, Tucson Haki Stewart, and I'm a proud member of this community in Stockton. I'm an educator, and tonight I will be your drummer, and we will be pouring libation for our ancestors. Welcome to the 7th night of Kwanzaa. Happy New Year. Our last principle is Imani, which is faith. We must have faith, continue to have faith throughout the year and throughout our lives. Faith, belief in those things that are unseen. And that also requires vision, right? So much Imani and much faith to all those watching. And I want to go ahead, turn around to my Kanara, and we are going to light the 7th candle. Should be a green one. All right, our Nguzo Zaba is ready to go. Our Kanara is fully lit. And let us go ahead and just read the theme of faith, of Imani. To believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Imani and faith is a really powerful principle that has really kept us alive, being able to strive and thrive in this particular part of the world, right? You know, we came here in trauma, but we are continuing to heal collectively as a people. And we had to do that with faith, right? In order for us to break our chains in slavery, we had to have faith, right? And so let us continue exercising faith and supporting those, continuing to keep our prayers. And I will go ahead and drum for our ancestors and our community with the theme of faith in mind. Here we go. Now, we will have our libation ceremony to honor some Stockton warriors who served our community, who exercised Imani, faith, throughout their life, serving our community. And we will honor them. We will also honor your ancestors as well. So, first ancestor, Edwin Nixon, formerly of the Inner City Theater. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Kathy Nixon, his daughter. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Bodie McCullough. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Willie Douglas. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Booker Lee. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Allison Carr Ware Muhammad. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Albert Brown. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Lavina Moppins Gray. We say Ashe.
Ashe.
Floyd Comfort, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Vic Harris, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Ben Reddish, formerly of the Esquires Club, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Don Carter, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Rita Gurley Gross, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Shirley Orndorff, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Cleve Edwards, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
AJ Floyd, my grandfather, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Ann Davis Floyd, my grandmother, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Daryl Stewart, my beloved father, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Wilma Alexander, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
James Bell, we say Ashe.
Ashe.
Now, call out all of your ancestors, those of you watching right now, and let us think about any ancestors that I have not called. We want to say Ashe 3 times. And remember, the water is for eternal life, and the plant represents the growing community that is continuously served by our ancestors. So 3 times, Ashe,
Ashe.
Ashe,
Ashe.
and Ashe.
Ashe.
Much Imani and faith to the community out there. I will go ahead and transition to our host for the evening, Patrice McCullough. Ashe.
Ashe, my brother, thank you very much. Imani, faith, what in the world does that mean? My name is Patrice McCullough, and tonight we are on our 7th night of celebrating Kwanzaa with Black Family Day, Stockton Black Family Day, and we're very happy to be with you on tonight. It is my hope that you have been inspired this week to explore the Kwanzaa experience. Kwanzaa, in its essence, is to promote the quality of living. As we know, in 1966, as African American people, we were called to solidarity. We celebrate with song and dance, storytelling, poetry reading, and African people are very spiritual. We are with sharing, eating, and planting our own gardens in our own communities. Growing up, we were raised with family, and we had family Sunday dinners where celebrations were one of the number one things for the African American family, and the giving of thanks was part of our culture. The 7 candles represent the various segments of Kwanzaa, and our faith helps us in transforming our difficulties with thoughtful action to help sustain the eternal hope that no matter where we are never alone. The scripture says in the Bible, simply states, Hebrews 11:1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And we cannot see the future. However, we have faith that we will continue to be successful as African Americans. Imani, faith. We all need faith. Faith is what we need. When we have something, when we believe in something hard enough, we can be successful in those areas. So as African Americans, we want to be successful, and we do that by using our faith. Faith in the things that we do. Faith in our parents, faith in our leaders, faith in the powers that be. And if we really struggle really hard, we will have the victory. So tonight we have 2 special guests with us that are going to be coming on tonight. And our first guest tonight is Colleen Sykes Ray. She's an author that is one of our own here in the city of Stockton. And this time, Colleen is coming on.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Hi, Colleen. We're glad to have you with us on tonight. Can you just tell us a little bit about you and what your actual book is about, and share with us and how your faith worked in you to become an author?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. I wear many hats and I am an author. I have recently published a novel or a story about my life, which is called Soaring to New Heights. And in that book, I talk about the pain that I experienced and also how I was able to overcome it through the faith and through the strength that I draw from the Lord.
Great. So how long did it take you to write your book?
The book actually took it has always been in process for, I want to say, the last 4 years. I would, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. But what 2020 was able to afford me to do was have the time to actually sit down and finish the book and to complete the book. So it took me, I want to say, about 6 months to finish writing it.
I know it's very difficult to write. I tried it. That's not my thing. But I'm very happy to know that other people are still following their dreams and aspirations. And it sounds like you've done that. So you say you wear many hats. So can you tell me some of the other hats that you happen to be wearing?
I do. I am the founder and executive director of Bags of Hope Stockton Foundation, and it is a nonprofit that I started here in Stockton in 2017. And what our mission is to provide sanitary supplies to anyone that menstruates. We also provide education on menstrual hygiene. And we also provide resources that can get the community connected with organic materials and just education around how to better take care of your body. I
Okay.
also
So can
go
you go
ahead.
ahead?
Oh,
Yes.
I was also going to say that I also run my own business, which is called Colleen's Cupcakery, and it is a baking business that I have that I provide, cupcakes, cakes. I have a signature item, which is my candy apples, and so I've been doing that business for the last 5 years. I also work as a program manager for the Amelia Adams Whole Life Center, and along with being an author, um, I have written 4 children's books. So this Soaring to New Heights is actually my 15th title.
Wow. You do wear many hats. So tell me a little bit more about the Amelia Adams the Amelia Adams workshop that you just talked about, or actually you said you're the president, I believe you said. Did
No,
you say
I'm the program manager at Amelia Adams Pro
program
Life Center.
manager?
Yes,
Okay,
and
so as a program
it is
manager, tell me something
also.
with that. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. It's also a nonprofit here in Stockton, California, and we provide resources to the community. Amelia Adams was a pillar in the community, and she was all about empowering and uplifting the people in our community. And so I was hired this year, well, last year, I'm sorry, to work as the program manager, and it has been an amazing experience because we've been able to touch the community and to provide resources for them.
That sounds great. I know Amelia is probably looking down on us right now and saying, like, wow, there's something going on just in her own memory, because she
Yes.
was a great individual, a great faith leader, even in that. She was a pastor and so forth and so on. So I'm sure that there's a lot of things that are going to come out of that are positive. It already sounds like it is. So
Yes,
that's really great.
absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that that's going on. So, can you tell us a little bit more about the children's books that you have written?
Yes, absolutely. The children's books that I have out currently, they're available on Amazon.com. The first one is called My Melanin is Magical. And I really wrote My Melanin is Magical for my daughter. She was being bullied in school. And so she would always say, "Oh, I'm not pretty," or "I'm not beautiful." And I wanted to let her know that that was a misconception. She's absolutely beautiful, and I wrote the book in her honor because I wanted her to see images of little girls that look like her. And so she's 17, and the character looks exactly like her, and it warms my heart to see her not only see someone that looks like her, but to know that it is possible for for her to be able to read about somebody in a book that looks like her skin color.
Very good. And I know you said you had three other ones. There's four of them that you've done
Yes,
so far. And are they
correct.
all on Amazon?
They are. The second book that I have is called Daddy's Beard, and it is about a young boy who looks up to his father and his beard, and he, likes to play in his beard, and he goes through different adventures with him. And then the last book is haven't been published yet, but it is complete. It's called Mama Taught Me to Pray, and it is about just the many ways that we can use prayer to help us in everyday life.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you came on tonight and shared with us some of the things that you're doing in your life here in the city of Stockton to help others. And that's what it's about. When we have faith in God and when we have faith in the things that we can do and believe in ourselves, we can accomplish a lot. So I just want to say congratulations to you, and may Godspeed be with you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
We thank Colleen for coming on tonight. She sounds like she has a lot going on, and a lot of times when we're really busy like that, there's so many things that we can accomplish, and it sounds like she's accomplishing so many things, and we're very happy to have had her on tonight. And at this time, we're going to move on to our next individual. And before we go to the next individual, I just want to say tonight, after this segment, I want you to stay on a little longer because our board's going to be coming on tonight. We're going to be presenting the things that are going to be coming up in the year 2021. We just want to say Happy New Year to everyone. We're glad that we made it over to this side, and we're just hopeful that 21 will look a lot brighter than 2020 did. We went through a lot of different changes in 2020, and we're looking forward to 21 being a lot different and hopefully a lot better. So at this time, we're going to ask for Mr. James Williams to come on at this time. He's one of the entrepreneurs here in the city of Stockton. And at this time, I want to present to you James Williams, and he could tell us about himself and about his restaurant. I know he's an entrepreneur. He has what is called CJ's Jamaican Kitchen. He could tell us where it's located, where we could find him, and tell us all about his goodies and so forth and so on. So at this time, Mr. James Williams, it's your turn.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's very kind of you to um, invite me, and I can talk a little bit about what we do. But yes, I have a Jamaican restaurant, man. That's where you see the accent coming. When we start talking about the food, everything changes. But yeah, I specialize in Jamaican food. My family's from Jamaica, so we do a lot of the island things like jerk chicken, rice and peas, Jamaican style curry chicken. We have vegetable medley, and then I do a lot of things that Americans are familiar with, like mac and cheese, and I do a potato casserole, and just a variety of things. But my main thing is as a chef, I want things to be tasty because I know people go out to restaurants and sometimes they're really disappointed because it's just more get the food and it's not much love going into it. But that's one thing we're highlighting is that when you come and you taste this food, you're tasting, man, the marination, everything that's going into this food to make it taste good. You'll be a witness, and that's what's happening.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
tell us where you're located. Where are you located, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, so we're located at 4368 North Sutter Street in the central of Stockton. So you can't miss us near Oak Park area, but closer to March Lane. And actually the unique thing is I used to run a private chef business for the last 10 years. But when COVID hit, I had to kind of make a change because we're not allowed to do the large gatherings. So I was able, Lord opened up the door that I was able to lease this building from a local church. And I have the whole building to myself as far as the restaurant part. And when you get over there, you'll see the Jamaican signs. You'll see us like a full-blown restaurant, but just being creative. We weren't discouraged when a lot of people were closing their doors. We just took the step of faith and just went through with the help of the Lord, and we are functioning. We're a functioning restaurant, and actually ranked #1 on Google. So if you were to just type us in, you'll see all the reviews and what people are saying about the food.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that you're #1. All restaurants cannot have that bragging right. So just to have the bragging right of saying you're #1, that's really wonderful. So tell me, how does faith work in? Because I heard you say a church opened up the door. So how does faith work in for you in regards to your restaurant, and how long have you been doing this kind of restaurant business? I know I heard you say something about 10 years. So how have you been doing that beyond 10 years, or how long have you been a chef?
I've been a chef over 20 years and started my chef business over 10 and just started the restaurant business 6 months. So I've taken a different
Wow.
business model. Restaurant is totally different than running a private chef business. So I had to jump in there, like you say, with faith, believe in God for a miracle, because this is a total different business model that I had to actually start. Just restaurant versus private chefing, where we go on site and do different events for corporate and luncheon. It's different business model. Food hasn't
Okay,
changed.
I know. Right. So I know that there were some years where we had another restaurant in Stockton called the Bread from Tree, which is a Caribbean type restaurant. I don't know if you know of them or not, but I remember their food was excellent. So I'm glad to know there's someone else in town that we could
Mhm.
go and still get food from the islands, and the
Mhm.
real authentic food from the islands where it tastes like we're really in Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
really happy to hear that you're doing so well. And what are the hours of operation, and what days are you open?
So we are open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. My whole goal was just to focus on the lunch crowd, and then leaving Thursday, Friday, Saturday for private events when those open back up again once they lift the you know the stay at home order off. So so that's kind of like how it's been working for us. Um, the lunch crowd has been pretty much our main focus, and I just kind of stuck to that one group.
Okay. So again, you said it's Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays?
Yes, from 11 a.m.
Okay.
to 2 p.m.
11 to 2. Okay. So if you really want some good Jamaican food,
Yeah,
11 to 2, Monday,
and
Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't forget about Mr. JC Kitchen,
CJ's.
Jamaican Kitchen. Amen. And I
Yeah.
was thinking about that. We don't have an awful lot of African American restaurants in Stockton, so it's
Yes.
nice to know that there's somebody else that has a black restaurant in town that we could go to, and that we could be of help by supporting you and backing you and telling others about your delicious foods. So tell me
Always.
this: how
Mhm.
long have you been a resident of Stockton?
I've been in Stockton over 20 years, about 26 years probably. Yeah.
So have you ever
I came out
come
here
to
from
Stockton White
Canada. That's where our
Cafe?
family lived, and came out to go to
Okay.
Bible college and graduated. So I do actually, as a Jamaican, I have many jobs, but one of them is a music director. Me and my wife have been a music director at Lighthouse of the Valley Church for the last 20. It's going to be 22 years in February. So there was a point where I was trying to do both full time, and I was like, you know what? I need to figure out what's going to work as far as and made a shift. I made a shift about 3 years ago, doing the chefing full time, not
Okay. Are
both at
you
the
a
same
bass
time.
player? Are you a bass player, guitar player? What do you play? What kind of musical instrument do you play? Bass, guitar, keys? What do you play? Can you hear me, James? Oh, I think I lost him. Can you hear
I don't
me?
know if I can hear you. I see your lips are moving, but I don't see any. I don't hear any. No audio.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Hello, James. Can you hear me? Nope. Can't hear me. I lost them. All right. Well, thank you very much, James, for filling us in on the CJ's Jamaican Kitchen. And all of you that have heard what he said, please go and support him there on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And at this time, we're going to be closing out our segment for this evening. I want you to remember that we are discussing Imani, which is the last one of the Kwanzaa candle representations, and that means faith. So have faith in yourself. Believe that God can do it for you. Believe God for whatever your necessary needs, for He is the one that we need to have faith in. We cannot do anything without Him. For without faith, it's impossible to please God. Have a great evening. At this time, we're going to be coming on with our board and, of course, our sitting president, Miss Danielle Shelton, will be coming to you with all the information regarding upcoming events and so forth for the city of Stockton, which is Stockton Black Family Day that's coming up in 2021, and what we'll be doing. Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. God bless you and be with you on your journey in your restaurant. And at this time, we have a few people that are coming on that are board members. We have Lena that's on already. We have Montanon that's also coming on, and others will be coming. So at this time, you're in their capable hands of Lena and Montanon, and of course, Shanice and also Fayette. So you'll be in their capable hands at this time. Thank you, and God bless you. Enjoy being your host on tonight.
All right. How wonderful. Thank you, Sister, Pastor McCullough. We are so appreciative of you coming on and being our mediator tonight. As she mentioned, the entire board of Stockton Black Family Day will be coming on in just a few moments. And we wanted to come on just to make a few announcements and let you know more about our event and our program. So while we're waiting just a moment, do not leave because you need to know what is coming up for 2021. We are in this brand new year. So exciting. We have made it through 2020. Whew, thank you, Lord. And we are here with you. We're so glad that you joined us tonight. We had some wonderful guests over the course of this Kwanzaa week. We were able to celebrate all 7 of the principles of Kwanzaa, the Nguzo Saba. We hope that you will continue to celebrate the principles, not just for these 7 days, but all year around. You will continue to do just that. So my name is Elena Fortier Brigham. I am co-chair of the Children's Pavilion, Stockton Black Family Day. I saw earlier we had our a few of our members and they kind of went away. So waiting for them to come back, but there we go. So here we go. And Fayette, I'll leave it with you. Take it away. I just left the, yeah, go for it.
No, I heard you. I heard you. How are you?
Good.
Good. You're not going anywhere, are you?
No, I'm right here.
Okay. Perfect. I think some others are going to join us, but this has been great. This has been an amazing week. I've always said from the start that I know a lot of previous Kwanzaa celebrations, community events have been one day, and I think it was an honor for Stockton Black Family Day to be able to take the time and offer an event every night addressing every principle. So this is great. I see Miss Shanice has joined us.
Yes.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank
Thank you.
Hi there, Toussaint, Montana, Minister Tommy. I'm hearing some static. Hey, D, our president. Is it just me?
We can hear you.
Okay. I heard some static, and it could have been when Toussaint was talking.
All right.
Maybe you don't. Hi, everybody. So just really quick, again, there was a request for the board members to come on and just talk about their different experiences and more or less what they do. So what I would like to happen is for us to give an opportunity for each board member to say something, or Shanice, if there's something else that you wanted them to do, if you can. Okay, so what we'll do, Fayette, you've been a part of, like, so many people know you, and you've just been such a valuable jewel and person in our community. I believe you've been doing the Stockton Black Family for about 30 years, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So
since 1988.
just for a second, just give us a brief synopsis of your role. And we'll just go ahead and go down the list, okay? And let everybody talk. And I believe what the whole point was that they wanted to give Happy New Year resolutions and wishes, and just talk a little bit about Stockton Black Family Day as a whole. So just for a few minutes, Fayette, if you could just spend like a minute or two, and then we'll go down the list, okay?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, Dee. Are you guys able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again. It's been an honor to be a part of the Kwanzaa celebration, but even more of an honor to be a part of Stockton Black Family Day. As you mentioned, Dee, it's been many years. So I actually joined Stockton Black Family Day in, I want to say 1987.
Wow.
Minister Tommy may know better because he's the one that introduced me to Stockton Black Family Day when I was involved in inner city theater. So he was my introduction to this great organization, and since then I have not missed a Labor Day. So since 1987, every Labor Day Monday, I have been with Stockton Black Family Day. So amazing organization. Our viewers, if you're not familiar with Stockton Black Family Day, if you've never been to the event, I encourage you to visit our website just to get some background and some history. But again, I feel like all of the Kwanzaa principles are, Stockton Black Family Day exemplifies all of those, right? So in previous years, some of our annual themes have been named after one of the Kwanzaa principles. So I think everything that the organization is about, what we present to the community, encompasses the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. I hosted the 5th night, which was Purpose, Nia, Toussaint's namesake, his baby, who was also with us that evening. Yes. Because I believe everyone has a purpose, and my goal or I would like to encourage everyone in 2021 to serve your purpose, discover what that is if you're not sure, and serve your purpose. And if you're not sure what that looks like or what your purpose is, then reflect on things that you're passionate about in those areas that you are gifted and talented in. So I can go on and on, but I know there's others on the board that we'd like to hear from also. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Lena.
All right, awesome. I was so glad that you said me, because I love hearing about Fayette's journey, because I was there when she came in. I grew up in Stockton and grew up in Stockton Black Family Day as a teenager, as a young person, as a child, really, under my own mother, Mabel Jimmy Choice, who's a longtime educator in Stockton. I love Stockton Black Family Day. It's a part of my life. And I love the principles of the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. I had the honor this week to celebrate Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. It really makes me think about my own mother's journey, that she, in a family that never had a college graduate, way back in, way back, I'll just put it that way, in Denver, Colorado, she moved away from her entire family to go to college, and raised her family here in Stockton. They hired her sight unseen as an educator in Stockton Unified. So she kind of really paved the way for her children and for Stockton, because we were able to integrate Lincoln Village. We were the first African-American family to buy a home in Lincoln Village in Stockton. So that's what you call self-determination. I try to follow her pattern. And I had wonderful guests the night of Kuji Chagalia, who also embodied that principle. And so I encourage all of us and all of you out there watching to be aware of yourself, be prepared, and step out. Go on out and determine your fate, determine your direction, and be in charge of your story. All right. How about Shanice? Sister Shanice, can you tell us about you? Oh, you're on mute, Sister Shanice.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that. I was just saying that I am the baby of the board members of the bunch, not the baby in age, but the baby board member. And I've only been with Stockton Black Family Day for about 3 years, and I love every moment. I love being embraced in the culture. I love making sure that organizations that contribute to the African American community, that they are involved. We get to taste foods from vendors. We get to see artwork from vendors. I get to be included in so much beautiful, beautiful unity, which was my day this week, Umoja, and that is the day for unity. And Stockton Black Family Day encompasses that in so many different ways. And I'm so glad that it's expanding and we're able to come, be seen all over the world because of YouTube and the live streams and Facebook and all of that. I'm just blessed to be a part of it. I've literally been able to learn from living legends, Ministers Tommy, Matsana, Margaret, Velma, Patrice. Patrice was my mentor before at the Stockton Boys and Girls Club. So it's a pleasure to be able to work with her again. And I've learned so much from every board member, Fayette and Lena, and, got to meet some fabulous people. And when I brought my kids here my kids grew up in Sacramento. Well, I'm from Sacramento, and we moved to Stockton. It was Black Family Day was one of the things I was so excited to allow my kids to participate in and go and see and just experience some of us. You know what I mean? Just our culture and celebrate that and celebrate the family. So that's been my experience with Stockton Black Family Day. I thank everyone for participating throughout the years, and this year especially, it's been a rough year for us. So I just appreciate everybody that was able to log on during this week, and also for the actual event week. And I couldn't be more proud of the work that we've done with this organization, and that you guys have no idea, these board members work hard. So I'm just blessed to be a part of it. So I will turn it over to Matana and Mr. Muhammad and Toussaint.
Hey. Hi. Okay. I don't know how long I've been with Black Family Day. I came on the board when Fayette was president, and I think it was her last term of presidency when I came on. So Fayette, you'll have to help me out there. But anyway, you're absolutely right, Shanice. We do work very hard. We probably work a lot harder than we need to. But in the end, we always succeed. We produce a beautiful product. We really do, and we give businesses and individuals a chance to showcase themselves and their contribution to the community. This Kwanzaa is just one example of us doing that. And, nobody else does it. We do this. And is just one example of us doing that. And, nobody else does it. We do this. And is just one example of us doing that. And, nobody else does it. We do this. And is just one example of us doing that. And, nobody else does it. We do this. And is just one example of us doing that. And,
Margaret, I think you need to mute.
Nobody else does it. We do this. And is just one example of us doing that. And,
Margaret, I think you need to mute.
Nobody else does it. We do this.
That is.
Well, anyway, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm going to finish up. I just want to say again, I want to say thank you to Dee, and I want to say thank you to Justin, because you all really made it possible for us to do this. You're pushing us, and we're moving right along, because everybody did a great job except me. Everybody did a great job. I've had great guests. I had some fantastic guests. Nobody talks better than Tommy Muhammad. And
That's not true.
and except maybe Tom of Brisbane. I mean, they are both wordsmiths, and it was a wonderful show, a great guest. But each show has been very, very good, and each host has been very, very good. And so I hope we made you proud, Dee, and Justin. I hope we made you proud, because we did it, and I'm patting Black Family Day on the back, and I'm going to turn it over to Tucson,
Oh, okay.
who wants to become a member, by the way.
All right. Let me see if I can get in. Hey, family. I just appreciate, I moved to Stockton in 1986 with my mother and our family. And Stockton Black Family Day was the go-to event. So it was like such a blessing to really to step into the community, and watching how my mother, as a youngster going to Lincoln High, watching my mother really get into the community as an active member. She even hosted a few of the community Kwanzaa events at the community center that we used to have it at in the 80s and in the 90s. And watching her lead the way as far as developing, relationships with people, and, Stockton Black Family Day, watching her navigate the community as a storyteller, a videographer, a health practitioner, and really kind of showing me how to really, really, get in where you fit in. And I really feel like that's what it's all about, and watching how Black Family Day has been able to pivot into the technology realm during the pandemic, has really been beautiful. I feel like, just a blessing to be a part of it every night. Kwanzaa is such an important ritual for our community, and being able to do it in spite of the pandemic like this, I feel like is something that can give us momentum. And I look forward to becoming a member of Stockton Black Family Day and continuing to be a part of it. I love working with Justin and his team. Great Stockton Black Family Day event this year. This is just a great way to end the year and to start the new year. So it's just been great to be a part of it. I look forward to sharing some of my skills and some of my talents with the community. It's great to be back in Stockton. I've been living back in Stockton for about a year, but I was here for, at least my high school years and my college years, and then I moved back now. So it's just great to learn so many new, beautiful things about Stockton throughout the week with all the shows on Kwanzaa online. I've learned a lot, and look forward to creating new relationships and continuing to, pay attention to the leadership like Fayette, Matina, and the rest of the Stockton Black Family Day board members. So thank you all for allowing me to do libation every single day of Kwanzaa. I'm just so honored. Thank you so much.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Toussaint, for your beautiful words and most importantly, your wonderful talent of drumming. I was like, I got a drum. I can help them out. But then I was like, no, I probably shouldn't. So thank you for being the expert, the subject matter expert on that. And I see that Tommy is also there. Did we allow Tommy some time to talk and, just say hi to everybody at least? Can we do that really quick?
You can. Assalamu alaikum to everyone.
Tommy! Thank you so much, Tommy, just for, it's muted right now. The camera is muted on your side.
There we go.
There we go.
Peace
Hi,
and greetings.
Tommy.
Hi, how you doing? How's everything?
Good to see you.
You
Good.
know, it's a blessing to be at the stage that I am in life, to still be a part of this great organization called Black Family Day. Being a member, a student at San Joaquin Delta College, and being part of that movement under the leadership of the Reverend Booker Guyton as our advisor for BSU, to make the demands that we made of the University of the Pacific and to celebrate it with all our families at McKinley Park was one of the greatest experience of my life, really, at professional life, as a college student, as a poor young Black man, the eldest of 15 children, a farm worker, and to receive an education at the University of the Pacific. It could only have happened because Black students stood up and demanded an opportunity to attend a university that was right here in our city. And after winning that struggle and that fight, the celebration was at the most beautiful park in the city of Stockton at that particular time, McKinley Park.
Yes, McKinley Park.
McKinley Park. And so it's a real great honor to be at the age that I am now and to be able to still be participating in the celebration of our family, the culture, the Black culture of Stockton and really in the San Joaquin Valley. A lot of you all young people don't understand it. One time, Black men and women, young teenage, adult, 20s, between 15 and 25-year-old young men and women was the heart and soul spiritually of the Central Valley, Sacramento, all the way down to Bakersfield. They knew of us. And so to see us still as a people, as a culture, as a family, some of the old families, it's just an honor to celebrate Black family every year. It gives me goose pimples, if you will, because we celebrate.
Me too.
Black people that our families, our grandparents and great grandparents came out here in this valley to work and make a living, and had an opportunity not only to work in the harvest and the canneries and the construction and building this city and the highways, but at the same time make a demand, and many of their children and grandchildren were able to go to the University of the City and the colleges, junior colleges and state colleges in this area because we made the demands. And,
You did.
That's the growth. That's what sprung Black Family Day into existence. So
Right.
to be a part of it still at this stage in my life, and to
Yes.
see all the young people still moving forward, still holding your fists up tight, and remembering your grandparents and your great grandparents and your uncles and aunts and cousins
Yes.
that
Yes.
that know
Yes.
that this was a fight, and we won the fight, and we're still
Yes.
fighting. And
Right.
so,
Amen. Amen. So I am just so glad. I just wanted to let Tommy talk a little bit about his perspective. He gave some wonderful interviews during our 52nd anniversary. And actually, the reason why I wanted him to be the last person is because he actually is the person that made it click for me, made me want to finally get involved in Stockton Black Family Day. I had known a couple of people from Stockton Black Family, but I came to a meeting and we were going to have a meet and greet, and him and Willie Douglas was there,
yes,
and they talked about the history of Stockton Black Family Day and just their enthusiasm and them reminiscing about what Black Family Day was all about and how it got started is really what made the light bulb come on and made me say, okay, I want to be a part of that. And I've been a part of Stockton Black Family Day ever since. And I also want to just give tribute to him as an elder and a historian, number one, of not only Stockton Black Family Day. He's filled in some blanks for us. We're trying to get things in order as far as our history, but he is our history person. And then we also have, again, many of the other board members. We have Matana, and I thank you for your kind words, but Matana is a beast. She has been over our health pavilion for quite a long time. She also helped with the theater portion, not the theater, what is it? The film festival.
right.
Matana was very instrumental in our film festival. She's done a couple of commercials for us. And the thing that I love about Black Family Day too is that there's generational, like you get into it, but your family is also involved in it. So you see this generational occurrence happening with Fayette. She was pregnant a couple of summers with her children doing Stockton Black Family Day, and then her children were actually Erin. She's a board member, and she's been pregnant twice during Stockton Black Family Day, and she's brought the babies to Stockton to the event. So I'm just so grateful to just be around so many jewels, and I feel like I'm like in the middle. I'm like a bridge, right? So there's me in the middle. There's this elder community that is constantly teaching me and reminding me why we're here. And then we have these young people that we are trying to reach back out to, and we haven't had a youth a program in a really long time. We have a children's corner, but we just haven't had something specifically geared for the youth. So that helps me to segue into what our plan is for this next year, 2021. You can go ahead and thank you so much, Tommy and Matana and Tucson. You guys have all been jewels, and we could not have done this without you. Thank you for your help. Ashe. They're teaching me. So again, I just thank you guys all for tuning in and watching. And I got some announcements, and the number one thing is, again, announcing our theme for 2021. So again, 2 years ago, we came up with the idea to celebrate our women. That was wonderful, awesome. Then the next year, we decided to celebrate our men. That's what we focused on this past year in 2020. And now in 2021, what we want to do is cast the focus on our youth. We want to celebrate our youth. And this year's theme is going to be our children, our hope, our legacy. Our children, our hope, our legacy. And I just want you to say the date. This year's event is going to be September 4th through the 6th. Now, I know with COVID, we don't necessarily know what exactly is going to happen, if we're going to be able to fellowship in the park as we hope. But again, we learned a lot from last year. We learned to adjust, and we were able to bring to you a 34-hour program and 90 interviews. You hear that? 90 interviews we did. And we have those available to you if you have not had an opportunity to watch them. You can go to our YouTube channel. Actually, we're going to be streaming some of those interviews right after this, shortly after this broadcast airs. But I just want you guys to save the date again, September 4th through the 6th. Again, the focus is going to be on the youth this year. And that with that, since we don't have a youth council established, we're looking for your help. If you have a youth organization, if there is something that you've been wanting to do with and for the youth, please contact us. You can visit our website at StocktonBlackFamilyDay.com. StocktonBlackFamilyDay.com. You can go to that website and you can sign up to be a volunteer, and shortly there will be information about this year's theme. Again, celebrating our youth, and again, that actual title is celebrating our children, our hope, and our legacy. So be looking for that. We appreciate you guys. We know that sometimes you got your own things going on and you may not get to it, but again, that's why we have a YouTube and we have our our Facebook. So you can go and watch this program if you missed something. And definitely go on our website. Right now we have our main event has been Kwanzaa, and you'll see a lot of Kwanzaa stuff up there for every day, and links to the people that were on the show if you wanted to get in contact with them. But be looking for some links to get involved with Stockton Black Family Day. We need you. There is much work to be done, and as we learned in this Kwanzaa celebration, collective work is what gets it done. We all have a responsibility to do the work and to work together. And I think Shanice is one of the people who, one of our board members, Shanice Daniels, she wanted the board members to come on and just talk about, their love for Black Family Day and their love for you, their love for the community, and how that we are a family and we should be working together. We should be collaborating. We should not be butting heads, and we should not be fighting against each other. So please get involved. And if it's not Stockton Black Family Day, get involved in the local NAACP. There's the Black Table that is just newly established. There are Black organizations that do and cater to different things. And again, what we really just want you to do is take back your community. Get involved, vote, support, like and share. That's all you can do is like and share some things, but there is work that needs to be done, and there's plenty of room at the table. We need innovators, we need young people, we need technical people, and there are plenty of positions and things that you can do, even if it's just for one day. Volunteer your time, get involved in your community, talk to your elders. Also, respect our elders, reach out to a young person, and again, get involved. Again, I just want to wrap this up. Thank you so much for tuning in all 7 days of Stockton Black Family Days, Kwanzaa celebration and education event. Like us, follow us, subscribe, and most importantly, love your families, love your Black family, love your culture, love your peoples. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. I hope you enjoyed it, and peace out.
Hi, it's Mama Lelena Fortier Brigham. I'm here today to talk to you about having some fun with crafts. One of the things you can do to get rid of all those old broken crayons in your home is to create a melted crayon art piece. Okay, so one of the things that you can do to make this project exciting is to go ahead and draw a quick little sketch of what you want to create. And today I'm just going to work on a butterfly, because butterflies metamorphosize, they change, and that's part of creativity too. It's changing from one part to another. So I'm going to make this butterfly. I'll just do a quick pencil sketch of your art. The next thing you want to do is grab those old broken crayons. Right now, I went ahead and bought some crayons just because I couldn't find my old broken ones, but I know you know where yours are. So the next thing you're going to do is take those old broken crayons. I'm going to grab one of these, this beautiful purple, one of my favorite colors, and I'm just going to use that to shade it. So one of the things that I like to do is take the paper off, and you need an adult for this part. So make sure that you get a grown-up who can open the paper for you. Now, if you already have crayons that are broken, they probably don't have covers on them anyway, so you're good. But if you have new crayons like these, you might need to have some help. The next thing you want to do is, and I went ahead and got a sharpener that has the larger size, okay? And this came from Office Depot, but you can get this at the Dollar Tree. You probably have one at the house. I went ahead and took the guts out of it so that I have this larger size on this side. And I'm gonna take one of my plates here and just shade the crayon. You can see I have all these beautiful colors, blue, pink, any color that you love, magenta. Now, don't worry about making it perfect. No, art is never wrong. It's always about how you feel. It's never about perfection. Now, this is the part where you definitely need a grown-up, because you are going to be working with a heat item, a heat source. In order to get your final project to adhere to the paper, you're going to need to melt the crayon onto the source. So you can either use an iron or you can use a blow dryer. And then you're going to take this wax paper. Make sure you have some wax paper. Now, if you use the blow dryer, you also need to have some tape, because if you just blow it, then the wax paper will blow off and it'll blow all your little crayon away. So you want to do both things. I'm going to go ahead and tape this down. Okay, and I'm going to use the blow dryer just because I like the more distinct shape. Now you want to put it on heat, but you want to put it on low. Run it right over your wax paper, and you'll see it start to melt the crayon. So I did one half of our butterfly with the blow dryer, and now I'm going to show you how to do this part with the iron. Just going to run it right over the wax paper. And you can see how it melts it so quickly. It gives it a little bit more of a melted look. So give it about a minute or two and let it cool off and let the crayon set. And once you've done that, you can just peel off that wax paper. Yeah. And there's your masterpiece. Well, anyway, she doesn't look perfect, but she's got something going on. So here we go with our final project, our final art piece. It may look kind of, on paper, but once you put it in that frame and sign it, it is art. It's Mama Lena once again with Melted Art Project, coming to you from Stockton Black Family Day, Kwanzaa 2020. Have fun!